All right, what's next? We got one more?
Yeah, last question, and this one comes from Cora, and it's asking, what is the future of the marketing field? And it's asked by an agency owner, to give you some context. And so I'll let you answer first, because I've kind of got a counterintuitive answer.
Yeah, I think you're probably more qualified to answer this. But yeah, I'll give my answer. I mean, I've never found a lot of value in outsourced marketing. And I think part of the reason is I've always been a quant marketer, an arbitrage type marketer, and frankly, there weren't any back in the day when I was doing this. There weren't a lot of
the people who were doing it
weren't
telling
terrible.
Anybody.
Oh, they were. Yeah, if you knew how to do it, you were doing it. You weren't outsourcing it. So now you've got a lot of wannabes out doing this quant marketing, and frankly, it's getting easier and easier and easier to do it. So you don't even technically need an agency to do it. So I think, and I'm anxious to hear yours, but I think what I see is agencies are going to change dramatically. They're going to go to things that you aren't able to do easily through that back end of AdWords and Facebook, and et cetera.
Yeah, I mean, I think that agencies, my general outlook on agencies is if you're in an agency right now, you need to get as big as you possibly can. So you need to forego profit for scale and growth right now, mainly because everybody and their mother is getting into an advertising space. It's one of the fastest growing industries, but when you look at the actual growth, if you're not Facebook or Google, from an ad tech perspective, you might as well shut your doors. Facebook and Google, I think, took over 103% of the growth last year. But from an agency perspective, you've got to understand that what you're offering to your clients is something, or what you need to be offering is something other than simple mechanics or button pushing is what I would qualify as button pushing. The tactics and tricks and optimizations, things of that nature, it's getting to a point where a computer can possibly do it better than okay marketers. Great marketers still have an edge because there's still there's still some catching up to do. But if you look at I can't remember what the chess player the computer,
Kasparov, Deep Blue, or
Deep Blue, whatever it's called, but
the one that beat
it can beat the top 20 chess players in the world all at once.
Yeah.
And it's a computer algorithm.
It was the Alpha, the Google thing that just literally destroyed Stockfish, which is the number one chess playing algorithm all time. And here's this AI thing that just crushes it. Yeah, so how are you differentiated as an agency? What are you going to do that... it ticks me off. Even in my Facebook feed, I see, hey, I built an agency managing Facebook ads for my clients. Learn how you too can build a $20,000 a month agency. Well, if you can learn how to do that from some dude on the internet and learn how to do it in through a webinar, you're not any value. Who cares? Don't do it.
Yeah.
We've got an agency in our portfolio that does content marketing, and it's a very interesting thing. It's not about the fact that content marketing is good. They build great content. It's not viral content. It's content designed to actually get people off their couch and go into stores and purchase things through mass market retailers or online or whatever. And the way they do it actually provides lift. It's not the arbitrage that they use. Yeah, we've got a good quant in there that spends the money and is ad buyer. I don't think that's the value add there.
Yeah.
So I completely agree with you, surprisingly enough. You got to be differentiated, and it's not about math.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, you've also got there's a lot of wasted spend right now when it comes to, and I'm talking about agencies on a very large scale. Yeah. It's getting to a point now where agencies are going to have to become much more efficient, especially with their content creation, especially with the romance around the prices that they charge. I mean, it's getting to a point where you can go hire a 20-year-old videographer, pay them $30,000, $40,000 a year, and you no longer have to hire Bain & McKinsey to create you $1 million, TV commercial. So,
well, you saw HQ's commercial last night on Super Bowl.
I didn't.
You didn't? Okay. So here's HQ. If you don't know, it's this great trivia app. It's kind of like a large-scale interactive Jeopardy that comes on twice a day. We play it every day in our office at 2 o'clock Central Time, and you're just not very good at it. You'll get.
It goes back to the not reading.
That would do it.
I know a lot about a little.
I'm just kidding, obviously. So HQ's commercial last night on the Super Bowl was a 15-second spot, and it was obviously a mobile filmed spot. And filmed with a cell phone, an iPhone, whatever. And this woman answers the 12th question on HQ and wins some amount of money and just goes absolutely berserk. And then a 2-second spot of the HQ logo. Nothing else. I mean, we could have made that couldn't we? We could have made this in 15 minutes. No lie.
Don't tell Joe he can make it. He'll leave us.
Yeah, Joe could have made this in 15 minutes. I'm not kidding. There was nothing special about it. But wow, they probably spent $2 million or whatever to pump this out through the Super Bowl. And it was one of the two or three commercials I paused and rewound and showed to my whole family. So.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to answer this question in 30 seconds because we kind of trailed there. So future of marketing, truly and honestly, if you're in the marketing space, you need to become very efficient and you need to differentiate yourself in a way that allows you to not be commoditized out. So you either need to give thought leadership and bring fresh and new ideas to help companies grow, or you need to realize that what you're charging today, if you're charging $5,000 for Facebook optimization, you need to realize that in 24 to 36 months, there's going to be a program that costs $299 that is going to be just as good, if not better than you. So you need to figure out either move to new platforms or move your value proposition to something that is uniquely suited to you and the strengths that you have as an agency, storytelling, creative, things of that nature, as opposed to just quant marketing, arbitrageable and optimizable problems.
I agree.